So, to the word of the day, ego, with this guy called Law. Now, the first time I met this person, I did not even game with him, you know. The first time I met him, I was in a game called Dominant Species. Now, unfortunately, the person who brings the game doesn't learn the rules. So, we're literally learning the game on the spot. Okay, he's in another game. When it finishes, he comes and sits down right beside us. Now, he has played the game before. And when he sits down to watch us, he doesn't watch. He commentates. And he starts telling us after every turn how bad our moves are. He's like, wow, you come here, obviously it doesn't work, well, because this one will just attack you. And this keeps happening, you know, non-stop. Remember, we're all trying to learn the game on the spot. So at some point, everybody gets very frustrated and they just look at him and then they go, what would you do? He's like, no lah, I don't tell you what to do. So the guy does his turn and literally as he finishes his turn, he goes, wow, that was a bad move, you know. And it's like, wow, it's painful, you know. At some point, also because the store was closing, I see that if I take this card, I earn no points. But mercifully, the game ends. So I just took it. And then he continued to talk about how badly we were playing. And I just quickly pack up because I know there's only one bus stop out of the area. And I don't want to be stuck there with him. So I quickly help to pack up. And when it's finished, I just go, sorry guys, I need to go. And I run off to try to catch the bus before he gets there. Unfortunately, missed the bus. As I'm standing there, I see from the corner of my eye, he's walking towards the bus stop. And I'm standing there pretending not to see him. And I just hope it's one of those things where we both don't want to talk to each other. So that I'm standing in front of the bus stop, he will just go to the back. So we pretend not to see each other, right? Nope, he comes right at me. And being new to the hobby at the time, I just went, hey, how are you doing? And then till the bus comes, he then keeps telling me how badly I played. Like, wow, you take the last card for what? You also earn nothing, what? And I'm like, I just want to tell you, like, because it's you? Maybe? But I just keep quiet. And when the bus comes, I just go, bye. Second time with him. Again, I'm not gaming with him. So it was after a 12-hour overnight session. So me and this guy were just chatting, and then he just sits down to join the conversation. Fine, okay. But then he starts talking about this group. He goes like, wow, you know there were these people playing, King of Tokyo, you know. I tell you, I won't game with those gamers. Then I go like, what's wrong with King of Tokyo? It's a good family game. He goes, no lah, like, just like, you know, I feel that I've already transcended that level. I go, transcended? He's like, yeah, because the games are just too light. I'm just better than those games. And then I just go like, hey, look, tell you the truth, I game with people to enjoy their company. I don't know about you. He's like, no, I'm not saying they're bad people, but I tell you, like, those games are just too light for me. So I just go like, whatever, and then I just try to leave to get into another game. The third time I meet this person, unfortunately, I do game with him because someone was tabling Liberté. It was a good friend of mine, and I sat down to join, and the guy hasn't played the game in 2 years. Again, trying to figure out the game on the spot. And then he came over, and the rules were already being taught, so it's hard for me to leave, so he joins. Now, here's the thing. The rules were being learned on the spot, right? So every time there's a rules explanation that he doesn't agree with, he will start to explain why, but he won't pick up the rule book. He will start saying historical reasons or rationales on why the rules are tilted a certain way, usually to his benefit. And so at some point, I get so frustrated, I say, guys, I'll just pick up the rule book. So I start reading through it, and I find it's completely wrong. So I tell him, like, you're wrong. This is not how the rules are. And then without missing a beat, he goes, oh, obviously, because you see, that is why this rule is like that. And then it's like, anyway, the game ends. And then he doesn't win. And then he has the gall to say, like, yeah, I didn't win because the rules weren't explained properly to me. You know, like, you know, it's one of those things where every time he says something like that, the whole table just goes quiet. And he doesn't seem to just fucking notice. Anyway, that was the last time I really had any full interaction with him, thank heavens. But there is this small thing where someone pointed out that how much of a red flag this guy is that on his meetup page, he actually lists his many games and his literal phone number. And someone said something I'll never forget. If you do that and you cannot find a regular group, it just shows how much people don't want to game with you. Alright? So, that is transcendent law. Next time, I'll talk about another quirky character. You want to hear about that person? Come back next time. Thank you very much. Till next word.